I'm going to be showing you how you can farm legendary script. Now, I've yet to actually time this, but it seems to be about every 5 minutes that can get more script. Let's see right here. We'll load this in, kill this dude, and this dude. Where are you? Oh, that's killer. Upon completion, you will get 8 script. The requirement for this exploit is that you need to have completed the daily quest Heart of the Enemy. Once you've completed that, then you can force the respawn of the event by going to Fort Defiance and going to the top floor. The nice thing about this is you're getting 100 caps per event, which basically covers your cap cost to farm the legendary script. You're also getting weapons to scrap, stim pack super, which is nice. Also, a lot of times you'll get legendaries because a lot of times the Scorch Beast, I don't know if it has a higher frequency of being legendary, but definitely noticed more legendaries than not on them versus like on ghouls or other enemies. Also, you can do this event even quicker a lot of times when the Fort Defiance event is up, because there'll be Scorch Beasts laying outside. So you need to harvest the DNA off the Scorch Beast, which I'll show you in a second. I think I just collected that one already. That was probably the one I just collected off the last event, so I can't collect that one. But if there are Scorch Beasts just lying out there, or lying on the ground, you don't even have to kill the Scorch Beast, you can just collect the DNA off any downed one that you haven't already collected on. Honestly, the load time is the longest process in doing this farm. To restart the event, you're going to go left, right, right. This also does require you to have completed the Brotherhood. I'm not positive, by the way, you're going to go to the 4th floor. Not positive whether Heart of the Enemy or the Brotherhood quest, when you actually get the Brotherhood, this way. When the Heart of the Enemy quest comes up.
Strike imminent.
I think it's just a daily, but I'm not 100% positive. But you will need to have completed that, and in order to do the farm quickly, you're going to need to have completed the Brotherhood too. Now that we have this, I'm just going to show you this real quickly. We could actually kill the Queen and harvest her DNA too, which is kill the Queen. You always get to see the Queen when the Queen comes up when you're at Fort Defiance, so you won't be missing the Queen fights while you're doing this, which is pretty sweet. But we're going to try going back real quickly just to see, wasn't overcumbered. Let's see if there's any Scorch Beast right outside that we can grab real quick. So assuming you can do this in about 5 minutes, you're looking at 10 hours to get 8,000 legendary script. Which isn't bad. Occasionally, even if you just decide to do this whenever you see the Fort Defiance and get like another 30 legendary script too. Because when you have Fort Defiance going, you can just run, you can travel right back to Fort Defiance, and you can just grab one of the legendaries off the ground. It spawns 3 of them, so it's very easy, like right there. I have Harvest DNA, so I could just take that one right there. I believe that's the one I actually took before, but it might have been another one. So we're going to actually test this out real quickly to see if I can grab this Scorch Beast, this same exact one, another time. And now we'll just come back over here and go get another 8 legendary script. I know a lot of people at this point don't have much to do before new stuff comes out in the game. So if you are still playing this game, this is a nice way to get legendaries and legendary script and XP. You got 62 ghouls, you got Scorched Beast, all the enemies that you're pretty much killing in order to keep going and keep progressing to the next objective. It's pretty good XP. Throw in that you can occasionally go fight the Queen fight and finish off the Fort Defiance quest or event. It's not bad. Plus, for all you high health builds, you do get 1 stim pack super per completion, which is nice. And also, if you do see the Queen event, then you can go over there regardless of whether you fight it or not. And there'll probably be a couple of Scorched Beasts laying over there too. So it's not like you're going to miss if the Fort Defiance or the Scorched Beast Queen comes up. That's what I like too. Like, you will see it on the map. Just when you're going to your next objective, you'll see if that event or those events pop up. Now these enemies are going to respawn each time. But you're only going to have to kill. You should only have to kill with a silenced weapon or enemy. Then you go right back to here. Enter your passcode again and execute. As soon as that's done, you're good to go back to Fort Defiance. Now we are going to test this out to see if I can still grab the DNA off that same exact Scorched Beast. Oh my gosh. Sorry about this. You know what? I don't need... Where is it? And how am I holding so much weight? Ah, that works. I'll fix my weight in a minute. It should be enough to... Wait, 415 out of 420... Oh, out of 413. No missiles. There we go. I knew I had something in here I could quickly drop. Yeah. So now we'll go back to Fort Defiance real quick. You might want to set up a tent to scrap stuff like your junk right outside of one of the spawn points at Vault Tech or Fort Defiance, or even set it up in the Scorch near Fisher Prime. That way you can quickly scrap and keep going. So all the Scorch Beasts here are already gone. So can't actually test that, but we do have the Queen event, so we can hop over there. I'm pretty positive that's the same exact one, so if you do this, it is worth testing if you just recently had the Fort Defiance event, or you see the Scorched Beast on the ground when you start. Try getting that same exact Scorched Beast a second time. Generally there's 3 there anyway, so you're not going to be able to complete the quest 3 times before one fades away, or they all fade away, but you might very well be able to get one of them 2 times if you know where one is. So this time we're actually gonna jump in on this queen event. Now usually I would kill the queen, but for the purpose of this video I'm just going to grab any Scorched Bee's DNA. Don't imagine, hopefully I can get lucky and there's one on the ground. Hear me? Beautiful. So now that I have that DNA, I can just go back and get another 8 legendary script. And yeah, that's the exploit or farm right there. When you're doing it fast, you should be able to do each run in about 5 minutes. So you're looking at, to get from 0 to 1,000 script, it's about 10 hours of farming, which, I mean, it's a lot of hours for 1,000 script, but there's also 150 caps, so if you're at late game and you're just trying to get like a couple more god weapons and there's not much other for you left for you to do in the game, then yeah, this is probably the farm to do. And that's how you can farm legendary script. I hope that helps.